Greetings and salutations to no one. Nice to see nobody here. You know, there we go. Get the right stats up there. There we go. All right. Let's put live chat. And then we're going to move this over here so that I can see over there. And we're going to continue working on what I'm working on. What's up, Science Sniper? Good to see you. 3D Medic Vince, good to see you. Anyway, yeah. So what I'm doing is currently working on, let's see, making sure I'm on the right microphone. Yes, we are. Okay, good. Good morning, evening, Bob. Good to see you. So what I'm doing is I'm working on the Ender, the Ender 5 back there. I figured I would work on it. I can see something. It seems like my audio is a bit quiet. Let's crank it way up to 12. Let's see what that does. See if that helps any better. It looks like it did. There we go. All right. Not this again, 3D Medic Vince. Ha 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 ha. Captain Kieran, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so I'm just working on the Ender 5. It's one of the ones I got from Jim. Installing Klipper on it. I've already installed a new board in it. I did that during Jerry's stream. So anybody who's watching Jerry's stream, I was installing the board. That's what I was doing while everybody was chatting. But I got the board installed, got it booted up. Now I'm getting ready to build the Klipper install for it and then get that flashed. So kind of going back to what I'm doing here. There we go. So we're setting it up based on what the config file says to do, which is right there. Tells me I should use the STM32F103 with a 28 kilobit bootloader, select low level, and for GPIO pins for the microcontroller startup, make sure I set it to a PA14 or exclamation point PA14, which I did. So there we go. So now we can hit Q to quit. And we can do Y and let it build. And once it's done building, oh, that's currently staring at a whole bunch of nothing. There we go. Actually, I'm going to make that camera smaller again because they no need to be that big. Probably right in there. Yeah. So, lurking while you're eating? All right, Da Vinci, not a problem, man. You have fun with that. I was not going to stream and go in the house for a little bit. My wife had some running to do, so I was going to run the house, but I decided to fire up a stream. So we'll see how long this lasts and kind of go from there. Let me do the usual YouTubery things. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you're not, which you all are. If you're new to the channel, you like what you see, consider becoming a member. Click the little membership thing. If you want to help me out monetarily for the financial fuckery that I'm always in, it never seems to fail, which I currently am in one of those situations. So if anybody wants to help, feel free. My daughter has a volleyball tournament tomorrow, and we need to scrape together the cash for gas, food, and for entrance. So if you want to help with that, Linktree is down below with PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. So yeah, there's that. Otherwise, I'm just going to work on an Ender 5 for a while and see what the night brings. So there you go. We're gonna see if we can get this thing going. It does have the TH3D Easy ABL kit on it, so that'll be fun. We'll make sure we get that talking in Klipper. I do find it interesting that I always kind of forget that they have their Easy ABL kit, and I forget what voltage it actually puts out up to the probe. But they've always got that little board that comes with it that takes a 12 or 12/24 volts, and I believe it steps it down. If it's using 5 volts, there's no reason I couldn't directly connect that thing to the board. Cut out some of that extra wiring. I have to play around with it one day and put a probe on it and test it. You're waiting for a response from a marketplace ad guy, local, who appears to have a Mark III clone for sale for $50. Dude, hell yeah. I mean, clones are still good, you know, they still work, so. All right. Now we have that. We can always do the try to flash. It never seems to work when I do, but first thing I want to do is hit 5. Oh, I got to get on the right keyboard, or right on the right spot. There we go. Let's hit 5, and let's take a look. We're going to tell it 1 for USB, and it does come back. It does see it as Leaf Labs Maple, so it does see it. Now, I wonder if we can convince it to flash. So, what's going on, Off Axis? Good to see you, Marcel. How you doing, brother? It was good to hang out with you. Sorry I was spaced out during the stream. I was working on this, so now I'm streaming and working on this. So, hopefully I'll be a little more focused, you know what I mean? But let's see here. Let's hit 3 and see if we can actually flash this thing. We'll do the regular flash method 1 and hit enter. And we're going to tell it to do the make serial flash 2. Why the hell is it still holding 1 in there? 2, enter. USB 1, enter. That's it. So we want to select, I believe I can just type 1 and hit enter. Yes, and then Y to continue, and let's see if it'll go. We got to type in the password. Okay. Well, it says it was successful, but it don't look like it was. Nope, flash failed. Okay. So we'll just do the typical flash where we'll go ahead and Q to quit. Or sorry, B for back, and then Q to quit. And then let's do an LS to look inside. I believe it's in the printer data, so let's do an LS space printer data, enter. And then, no, it's not in printer data, it's in Klipper. So CD space, wait, LS space Klipper. All right, so Klipper, enter, and then in here we have the out folder. So we want to do a sudo space cp. I believe it's copy, and then slash. Do a tilde slash Klipper. Whoops, Klipper out, and then we want to take the what does it call it? Shoot, let's look inside there first real quick. So ls space slash, oops, I'm dinging like crazy. There we go. Oops, Klipper slash out, enter, and it saves it as, that's right, klipper.bin. That's it. So we want to take that file. So we want to do a cp sudo copy space slash tilde slash, there we go, Klipper slash out slash klipper.bin, and we want to copy that to slash tilde slash printer data, and then what is it in, oh, config. Let me move this back over so I can see the whole thing. Config, and then we want to call it firmware.bin and hit enter. Now if we go back to the printer, we get out of here and we look, we have a firmware.bin file now. Yay! Now we can right click on that, hit download. We'll save it right to the old, we're going to make a new folder. We'll call it Ender 5 Edge of Tech. There we go. And we'll save this file in here. Want to keep that file. Now let's grab the SD card out. Oh, the SD card is missing. Well, dang it. Where did it go? Oh, that's right. The SD card's in the old board. Haha. I forgot, guys. There we go. SD card's in the old board, not in the new board. We got to put it in here. There we go. Unplug, plug it in. There we go. All right. Now we just got to copy that file. So let's go in here. Let's go to desktop, Enter 5 EduTech, right click, copy that. And now we need to go to the G drive, which has all of Jim's sliced files on it because he left them on there. And let's paste that in there. And then let's eject this thing. There we go. All right. Take this out. Get this in this printer here somehow where that is set. There we go. Power this off. Should have powered it off before I put the SD card in, but that's okay. Now we'll power it on. It is taking forever to boot, so it's obviously flashing the firmware. Good sign. Now let's come back over here. Click on this. Let's go back up into the Klipper install and upgrade helper JPP. What's going on, man? We can tell it to do it. Yes, and remember this for next time because it does work. So 3. Did it put a 6 in there? That was weird. But anyway, now we're in there. So let's go to 4 for advanced. And then let's go to 4 again. USB. Hit enter. There is the ID that we need. Weird that it did that, but that's okay. Highlight it. Come back here to printer config. Scroll down. And replace that with that. Save and restart. And now we got all of the things that are missing. Our mainsail.config file. Let's go back into our machine. There's mainsail.config, so let's go update that config with the includes. I like to hide my includes in here. Include space main, mainsail.cfg. Save and restart again. Jeff, good to see you. You snuck in there as well. Was just trying to install Klipper on a new OS on the Libre. Ah. Yeah, the Frit is a sweet little board for the most part, but it has its little kind of setbacks. But there we go. So now it is up and booted. Let's hit Home X real quick and see if it moves in the right direction. Nope. So X is moving the wrong way, and it's just rattling away. So we'll hit the old shutdown and let it restart. Tor, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope your build goes fast. Restart firmware. It was just working. Don't give me that crap. All right, let's go into the machine. Printer config, and for X we need to invert the selection, which the direction pin currently has, so we'll take that out. On Y, I'm gonna guess that we need to take it off on Y. I could be wrong, and we'll find out. And then on Z is currently not inverted, but in my past experiences we're going to invert it. Now we're going to go ahead and save and restart again. About to make some tacos for lunch, then back to the build. Nice. John Woodworker, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. You're just playing around with the new A1. You plugged it in, hit print, and printed perfectly. Yes, that is the big reason why everybody loves the Bamboo Lab stuff, my man. Right there. All right, now let's go ahead and home Y. Or X, sorry. It's coming across. Hit, stop, backed up. There we go. All right, now let's home Y. Hit and stopped. I got that one right. Now let's go ahead and X is going to, or Z is going to be fun because I have to set it up for a probe because I have a TH3D Easy ABL on this. So somebody who works at TH3D could potentially be of help for me, which really it's not that big a deal. But there we go. Stop it somewhere in the middle. Grab this. Let's home Z. Nope, Z. Wait. C still triggered after retract. That's funny because, yeah, we have to tell it it's a probe first. So we got to go set the virtual end stop and then tell it to go because it's triggering when it shouldn't be. However, it did go down first, which is a good thing. Also, set up an affiliate account. It's easy. Just set it up like probe and Klipper. Yep. It's using Z though, so it is using the Z end stop, which, by the way, Tor, if I could ask, and you don't have to tell me because I get it, I can do some probing myself and find out, but is that probe actually a 12-24 volt probe, or is that probe actually like a 5 volt probe that realistically could run off 5 volts on the board and I could eliminate the whole extra, deal? Set up an affiliate account? I know I need to, man. I need to. Help me out with getting stuff. I have a $25 gift card. It is $12.24 for the probe. Okay. So then got to leave the little board in the middle. Got it. Needs the control box. Gotcha. All right. But it will function on 5 volts. Is that what you're going to tell me? Well, I wouldn't complain about that. Let's just put it that way. I wouldn't complain about that. But first we need to go into machine, printer config. And actually, I'm going to go steal the probe settings out of one of my other machines. Let's go steal them from the Hulk, because probe settings are probe settings, you know. Short probe for like the SV08 tool headboard that can run 5. Nice. 5 volt probe would be nice, considering most other things use the 5 volts. So it'd be nice to have one. Let's go to Hulk. And we'll just steal the bits out of there. This is mainly how I do it, guys. I know that you can just go and learn faster by writing it yourself, but I like to just steal the bits I need, like right here. End stop, virtual end stop, and then we hit copy, and then I'll need to know the probe number, which again is in here, so we don't have to worry about it. All right, end stop, boom. We'll comment that out, and then enter and paste that in. Now we know our probe is PC2, so we know our end stop pin is PC2. Now we'll go back to the Hulk here. Scroll down till we find the section about probing. See, they use the offsets on the probe. Hell, I don't remember what those are. I'll have to look. But for the pin, instead of using the Nighthawk board, which is on mine, we'll have to use something else, but we'll steal the whole probe section here. We'll just steal this part for now. Right click and copy. And then we'll come back over here. Enter. Control V. We'll just paste it in. Actually, I'm going to paste it in. I take that back. Let's just delete all that out. I want to put it down a little bit farther. Under Z. That way. There we go. Probe. Our pin is going to be the pull up, which I don't know if we need to use pull up for that part, but pull up PC2, because that's what we have here, PC2. No Sleep Kid. I haven't seen you since last year. I know, man. It's been so long. How you doing? I got to figure out what the probe offsets are for that probe. It's the standard TH3D probe mount for the under 5 Tor. Do you know the dimensions offhand? Doing good? That's awesome, man. I'm okay. I've been fighting this stupid bug for the last 3 weeks. I think it's -44, -9. Yeah, just let me know. If you're looking into it, I'm not going to not look. But, and I'm trying to remember on Klipper if you do negative, if it's still negative. You know what I mean? Get feeling better, brother. Thank you, man. Yeah, here, like, You guys kind of saw me on Jerry's stream, but here you go. I still feel like crap. My throat still hurts. I don't know why Jerry's using that other software. It seems like the cameras are all kind of garbage, you know? I finally got an A1. Hell yeah. Would you have time later to give me a hand with the Clipper fork? I can try. I can try, my man. Can't promise you because I'm going to be eating and going to bed at some point because like I mentioned at the start of the stream, and I'll mention it again, Digital Dragon, good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, let me come back here so you guys can see the sincere, like, I'm hurting, I need help. Okay, here it is. Sleep is for the rich. Yeah, no kidding. But there's a link to my Linktree down below. My Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo are in there. Tomorrow, my daughter has a volleyball tournament in the Quad Cities. It's like an hour and a half away. We have $15 in our account, and we have to get into the event, have money for food for the event, and have gas to put in the vehicle to get to the event. So not saying you have to, but if any of you are feeling giving today, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, hit them up down below. As soon as I get a notification, I will give you a shout out on the stream. If you do that, if you don't want a shout out on the stream and you just want to do it to be nice, you can put in there, shh, don't say nothing. And I will just say that an anonymous person donated the amount that they donated. And there you go. That will help us out for tomorrow if you can. If you cannot, not required. I will figure it out. We always figure something out somehow. If I got to borrow from family or whatever, I'll make it work. And yes, use the negatives in Klipper. Thank you, Tor. But yeah, no, JPP, at some point, brother, I will get you taken care of. Let me put these numbers in real quick. Let me go back to the right screen. Let's get these numbers put in real quick. So for our offsets, we've got a X offset of negative 44 and a Y offset of negative 10. There we go. Now we have the probe settings in there. Let's also go over to Hulk and let's steal something else real quick too. Let's look down for it. Let's find it. Homing override. We don't necessarily have to do the homing override on Z and set Z to 0 because I know it is what it is, but we want to steal the bed mesh. Also, you know what? I'll just go look and see if anybody's got bed mesh settings for the under 5. That'll save me from having to, let's go back here. You know what? I kind of feel like an idiot because I kind of feel like if I went back to the Big Tree Tech GitHub and we go in here and look at these bin files, that won't give me my config. Damn it. I need the config. But however, if we go back here and we look at the E3, and we go into, hold on, mini E3v2. Let's go into firmware. Let's go to the 3.01. Let's go into Klipper. And then let's look at the Klipper config. Let's see if it has, I don't think it has anything in there about a probe, and they don't have any probe options. So for right now, though, let's just save our file and see if when we go to home now, if it'll actually home properly. We can do the probing stuff later. We can do the bed mesh stuff later. Z offset section and probe must be specified. Oh, it's not. That's right. It was commented out. We'll leave the probe set kind of high for now. Actually, we'll set it at 0 just for giggles. Don't home. Test end stop first. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Probing aliens, or probing aliens about, yeah, end stop position. Wait, hold on. The position end stop is not valid in section stepper Z. Why is it not valid? Let's see. End stop pin. Confused. Why is the printer doing that? Try again. Why did you do that? Let's close this real quick. Position end stop in sections or in stepper Z is not valid. Yes, it is. That's how you set up a freaking virtual end stop. Oh, position end stop. Let's go back then and let's change the probe offset to like 3. We'll just make it 3. Min position -10. Yeah, you're right, Tor. You're right. I'm an idiot. Thank you. -10, not -100. Let's do -10. Save and restart. Cross our fingers. Position end stop. Oh, position end stop is invalid in stepper Z. I did change it, so yeah. Hold on. Oh, you can't, or you don't change the Z end stop, not the position end stop. Remove it. Set Z offset to 0. Remove the position end stop and add position min. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. We can just comment this out. Come over here and then do, yeah, position underscore min, boom, -10. There we go. We don't need the end stop number. That's right. The end stop is irrelevant. And then for probe, we'll set that back to 0. And then we'll save and restart. Al Jolly, good to see you. Hope you're feeling jolly. Okay, let's take a look at something real quick here. All probes, or all things are showing as triggered right now, which they should not. That's triggered, but this shouldn't be triggered. Let's see when I put my hand on it. Let's try it again here. Hold on. Yeah, see, you got to invert the end stop. I got to invert the probe, because when there's nothing there, it shouldn't be triggered. And when there is something there, it should be triggered. Because my finger there, it's triggered. Or not triggered. Now it's triggered. So we got to invert Z. Is almost as if you've done this a few times. Yeah, Tor, I think, you're probably the smartest guy in the room right now when it comes to this stuff. I know you don't want to believe it, but it's true. Okay, so we have to invert our end stop. So we had to put an invert in there. Or maybe take the pull-up off. No, that shouldn't affect that. Probe pin. Oh, give me a second. Here we go. Now let's come down, end stop. Now it's open. Now let's make sure it's triggered when I put my finger there. Finger's there. By the way, Tor, this probe triggers with my finger, not metal. I can use my finger to trigger this probe. It's like it senses anything. See, triggered, not triggered. There we go. Now, let's pull this out, and, Can I apply to be the dumbest guy in the room? How are you, Shrimp Daddy? It's captive. Glass, finger, water, whatever you want to probe. Yes. All right. Now that we know that those are all working. Oh, we didn't do the Z-Safe homing. Oops. We didn't put Z-Safe homing in there. Let's go back to Hulk and steal the Z-Safe homing. Oh, wait, Hulk. I don't know if Hulk uses Z-Safe homing. It uses an override. Let's go to the site. The safe homing calculator. Hey, look at that. They have a calculator for this stuff, guys, over on TH3D. So bed size, it's a standard bed. So it's what, 220 or 235, right? It's a Ender 5, so 235 if I want to take full advantage, right? So 235 to 235. Probe offset on X was -44. Y offset was -10. Probing edge. How far from the edge of the bed do you want it to probe? We'll say 10. And let's calculate. So here we go. Look, in your Klipper config values, and then printer settings you've entered. Based on what I entered, this is what I get. Look at that. Was that Tim or was that Tor that put that together? Just curious. Oh, built over bot. These probes from TH3, the easy ABLs. I can do my finger. I can try glass. I have some glass around here. We can try it. But there we go. So there's our Z-Safe homing and our bed probing. So let's go back in here. Let's go back into printer config. And then just for shits and giggles, under probe, we'll add that stuff into just to put it in there under the probing section. However, we're going to clean that up a little bit. Too many spaces. I don't like all that extra space. But there we go. Now let's save and restart. And then we'll go ahead and home it, and we'll see what happens now that we have Z-Safe homing in there. So ready? Here we go. Home all. You guys want to see it? You guys want me to go to like the bigger cam? Like go to this so you can watch it in the background? Homed. Homed. And then comes out to the center. Oh, it is way off, Tor. It is way, way over. So I'm thinking it's probably positive 44 and positive 10 because it's up in this corner here instead of in the center over here. So it's like way off. Give it a minute. We'll see what happens. Tim, but your idea? Well, it's a good idea. I'm happy to find a website that actually puts out there some config stuff is nice. You know, let's see. Okay, and it stopped way, way off. But there we go. So it did work, but the probe is almost completely at the edge of the bed. It's like I'm barely maybe 10 mils or 15 mils from the edge of the bed, maybe 20 mils from the edge of the bed. Looking for a ruler so I can measure that and see how far off it is. There we go. Found one. Yeah, the probe is about 15 mils. The edge of the probe is at 15 mils. If I go under to about the center of the probe, we're at about 25 mils. 23 mils from the edge of the bed. And then from the front of the bed, we're at about 91 mils to the center of the probe. So yeah, we're off a skosh on those numbers. But at least it probed properly in the sense that it hit. Now if we go to height map, that'll probably really mess things up, huh? Let's go to calibrate. We'll call it default. Let's see how bad it does. Like with the probe being where it's at. Yeah, it's going to be mad here in a second. It's going to slam into something and get pissed off at the edge of the... Yep. And now it's crushing the freaking print head. So yeah, everything is off. Yeah, I'm going to check the rotational distance here in a second to make sure that movements are proper. So let me first go back here. Let's disable the steppers so we can kind of drop our Z a little bit. Oh, it's already down. Good. Let's tell it to home X and Y real quick. Well, home X and Y. Now I got to pick up the ruler because JPP is freaking out because I dropped the ruler. I need it anyway because I got to make sure that where I measure from is 10 mils when it measures. Let's see. It's currently at 10 mils from the, and let me see something here. There we go. We'll do it this way. 229. 229 mils. Now we're going to move it 10 on X. Now we should be at 219, right? 219. So that moved 10 mils. Yeah, that did move 10 mil. So that's right. Well, let's see here off the front, from the front of the fan shroud to here. 239. Now let's move 10. $229. You want me to move 100, you say, huh, Mr. Cassell? All right. Let me home them first real quick. And then we'll move them 100. Just make it move faster, it'll fix it. Yeah. It's always the right answer. Just go faster. Okay, so again, to make sure my numbers are the same or are good. Okay, so 229 currently, so we should be at 129. Move it 1,000. Okay, let's see here. Should be at 129. We are at 129, so it did move 100. Now let's move, oh, hold on. Let's double check again. 230. Whoops. Yeah, 239. We should be at 139, and we are at 139. So it is moving 100 and 100, Tor. It did move 100 and 100. Let's move Z now. Let me measure Z here real quick. Hold on. So for this, we are at currently at 55. So let's tell it to move. Oh, I must home it first, huh? It's gonna move over. That's fine. We'll home it and then we'll check it. Check. There we go. Okay. Now let's test it again. We are at 36. So let's move it down now. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 100. Okay, we are at 136. So there you go. From 36 to 136. Everything is moving as it should be. Renegade Biker 24. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope everything is going good. Greetings from Arkansas. Currently printing out a tail rudder for a 3D printed Cobra Night Raven. Nice. And a track half for the Cobra Hiss Tank. Nice. Well, Renegade Biker 24, feel free to self-promote, man. Like, I got no problems with that. If you're doing cool shit and you want to promote it, that's fine. Just don't promote porn, religion, or politics. That's really all I ask. First draft of the JPP song that Zach did. Nice. I'll have to check it out, my man. I heard it on your stream the other day. When you did your, was it New Year's stream? New Year's Eve stream? I heard it there. All right, but that and that are moving. Let's do something real quick here. Power and reboot. Let's do a reboot. You're using a Mingdom Edition 2 Pro or Pro 2 Creality K1 Max. Nice. You're currently working on your Galactic Armory Warhammer 40k Chainsword. Nice. Nice, nice. Let me take a look and see here. I want to make sure if somebody did something that I give them credit. Who did what? Hold on. I do have like a notification on Cash App and one on PayPal too. So let me take a look and see. $4. All right. Where did that come from? Dadgummit. I hate that it doesn't just tell you like right out where like it's like I want to see my notification so I can see where it came from. Hey, no problems, no sleep kid. No sleep kid sent $4 on Cash App. Dude, brother, thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. Every little bit, like I say, always helps. So no sleep kid, thank you. You didn't say shh, don't tell nobody. So I told. I tattled on you. Oh, PayPal was just telling me that my wife spent $3. So there you go. Switching to mobile so that you can make food and get this printer done. Hey, not a problem, Tor. Do your thing, man. Made some music for your second channel. Cool. I heard the Swamp Dog song. That's right. That's what it was. Yeah, Built Over Bot. Feel free to promote your channel as long as it doesn't hit those illegal hot button issues. It doesn't talk about politics. It doesn't talk about religion. And in this case, since it's YouTube, it doesn't talk about porn. Feel free. For your G.I. Joe Sky Striker. Eventually going to do the G.I. Joe Sky Striker and the Cobra Fang. Nice. And these Zartan Swamp Skier. Sweet. Making them all remote controlled, having FPV cameras. Nice. That'd be pretty sweet, man. All right. Now that we've reset everything, it has been rebooted. I'm going to go back to this screen. We're going to home all again. By the way, Tor, don't tell Tim, but I installed I installed a Big Tree Tech SKR Mini E3v2. Yeah, still going out to the far edge. So don't tell Tim that I did that because I don't want Tim mad at me for installing a Big Tree Tech board and using TH3D stuff with it. Don't tell him. Don't get him mad at me. I would have used a TH3D board, but this didn't have a TH3D board in it. It still had the stock Creality 1.1.5 board. So yeah, I didn't want to use the 1.1.5 board. I don't like flashing hex files anymore. 32-bit boards have spoiled me with the flashing a bin file. So let's go to machine. Let's go to probe. Or to printer config. Let's scroll down here a little bit. In probe, I know we set it to -44 and -10, but just for giggles, let's just see when we leave them positive what happens. Now let's home all again. It's coming over, touching. It's going back, touching. Now it comes out. And it still seems to be in the same damn spot either way. That's weird. All right, well, let's go back in here. Let's go back into printer config and let's scroll back down. And let's put them back in at negative because it didn't change anything, which is really weird. So the Ender 5 Pro, that what you working on? It's an Ender 5. It's not the Pro. Let me double check. Yeah, no, just a standard Ender 5. I received it from Jim at the Edge of Tech. So figured, I got it from Jim at the Edge of Tech. Might as well do something with it. And there's something else I need to fix too, real quick. I need to fix the screen section. Because down here where the board pins are, we have the board pins, but we don't have a screen in there. So we need to go find the screen settings. So let's look up Klipper Reality Screen And let's see here, reality under screen discussion. Here we go. Connecting up SCS1. Stock display. I just want, no, that's not the right display. I don't want that display. How about if I just look up Klipper configs? There we go. Let's go to the example configs. And let's scroll down to near the bottom. If I remember right, it's down here near the bottom. And it should be sample LCDs. Let's see. Here we go. And we steal this stuff. Copy. Come back over here. There we go. Put the display in there. And then everything hopefully will work when we save and restart. There we go. Now we have a screen. Let's make sure. Press the button. That works. All right. Screen's now working. So now we have a working screen on there. You just have to copy that and do that. Look up the DGOS reload. Never mind. You might not. Something different. Okay. Yeah. Be right back. Gonna go test on step access point for the telescope controller. Sweet. MJ, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Remember, guys, if you're not subbed, feel free to sub. Let me do the YouTuber thing. Hold on. Ready? If you're not subbed, feel free to sub. Subs are free. Everybody loves free. If you like what you see and you want to become a member, feel free to join the members. Also, don't forget to hit the like button because like buttons help. If you don't like what you see, feel free to hit the dislike. I'll be one of those guys that'll tell you you can hit the dislike too. It doesn't really matter to me either way. As long as you are interacting, that's all that really matters. It makes me happy, you know? Also, again, for the new people here, my Linktree link is down below. There's Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. If you want to help me out there, feel free to do so. Get the notification on my phone. I'll give you a shout out on the stream, and that cash helps me today, not whenever YouTube pays out. So greatly appreciate it that way as well. Just subscribe and hit the like button. Renegade, thank you. Yeah, I'm not getting crazy with the camera angles because the under 5s are a little harder to get like a camera up to. What do we got now? Let me take a look at something. Hold on. Might be the same notification, just didn't clear itself. Yes. Same notification from No Sleep Kid. No Sleep Kid sent me $4 whole. Can you believe that? That's awesome. Because he's just a kid, man. So thank you very much. Kind of feel bad. You know, you sent me $4 of your money, man. But that's awesome. Tin Talon, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing wonderful. We're just installing Klipper on the Ender 5 that I got from Edutech Jim. Right now, I'm trying to figure out my probing situation. It's a little off. Oh, Z-Safe homing is going to 161.5 and 127.5. Let me see something here. That's where my issue is in those numbers. I almost feel as though that's where my problem is. Because it's 235 cut in half. So 235 cut in half is one. Yeah, the Z-Safe homing is position is off. So we want to take off half minus 44. Wrong offset in calc. Yeah, I think it calculated it incorrectly because it's going to 127 and a half. So let's do this real quick. Let's run calc. Speaking of, so let's take 235 divide it by 2 equals 117. Yeah, 117.5. So it should be 117.5. And then it added back in the negative 44. So that's my guess. Let's take a look. Plus 44 equals 161.5. Yeah. So weird. That's why it's going way over there. Quick pop in from Polymate. Paul, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well, brother. So let's go the other way with that. Let's tell it to minus 44. It's 117. So minus 44 again. Let's try 73.5. Because I think it's trying to line up the nozzle, not the probe. So let's just try that. And just so we don't mess this up too bad, let's comment these out real quick. And let's do 73.5 and then do comma space. And then let's figure out the other one. So let's clear this. We should have had 117, so take 20 off of that. So should be 107.5. Let's just try this because I'm always about trying stupid shit. Nura, hey, what's going on? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. You're printing parts for this for more printers. That's why you get a 3D printer, right? Designing a new PCB for the Pico Reef. Nice. All right, let's home all again and see what happens now. Okay, it's homing. And it's homing. And now it's moving up and out. And it is closer to the center now. Let's take a peek here. Much closer to the center now. Well, let's go across the build plate. Since we know it's 235, we're at from X or from Y, we are at 125, and on the yeah, we're more at, we're getting closer that way, Tor. We're getting closer. We're at like center of the probe, we're at like what is it, like 113. So yeah, we're definitely closer that way by changing our offset, or our homing offset, or whatever you want to call it. But now let's see something real quick. Let's go to home all again. Okay. All homed. Now let's just do this. Let's set the nozzle to 170. Make sure the nozzle's heating up like it's supposed to. That we hook those things up, right? You're running out of ideas for new video for your YouTube channel? No, you're not, Science Sniper. You're overthinking shit. Just think of an idea and make a video, man. I can't make that any more clear. If you have an idea, make a video. If you're doing something, make a video. There you go. That's it. Like, you've got all these printers with all these different things that could go wrong or are going wrong. Record that stuff. Make videos on what you're doing. If I was more motivated, that's what I would be doing. That's what my videos would be, is like this, what we're doing here. I'd be recording clips of what I'm changing, and then I'd smash those clips into a video. You know, like when I'm live streaming here, I could take these live streams and cut them. If I'm doing close-up stuff, I could cut these live streams now, download it, cut it down to just the meat and potatoes, and cut out all the talking and the fluff, and then re-upload them as just the meat and potatoes, basically. But yeah, you're not running out of ideas. You just got to do it. You know what I mean? Don't overthink it. Have a thought, make the video, put the video out. We're going to calibrate, hit default. Now we're going to let it do its thing again. It didn't, however, just now home. It didn't home X. And now it's going all the way over because it didn't home X. And now it's going to smash the freaking hot end again and then come back down. Yeah, it's not homing when it goes to do its uh, probing. It's not. Yeah, it's not homing X before it starts its probe. That's weird. All right, let's go back in. Probe config. There, let me bring you guys back in. Let's bring up the font size again. I know 3D Medic Vince appreciates this. Starting to build a USS lag and no, dude, shameless self promote all you want, man. Like I said, go ahead and I think I don't remember if I have links allowed, but you can try linking to your channel if you want. If you're doing 3D printing related stuff, man, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like, have at it. Bed mesh is not homing first, so let's go look at something real quick here. Where is my macros? And then print start, print stop, filament, unload, load, M600, bed leveling, do a G, whatever, and then run bed mesh calibrate. So we can steal this macro, and but it for whatever reason, let's go back to the right printer. Let's move the printers to the end. No, come back. Go to the end of the tab so that this way I can find you guys easier. There we go. All right. Home X, home Y. And then let's go back in here to height map. Let's tell it to calibrate. And let's see if it'll just do it now. Nope, it moves way the hell out. Yep, stopping that again because I'm not going to have it smashing again. Neuro, no, it's running the Big Tree Tech Mini E3v2. I swapped it out. But yeah, I'm probably going to wrap this stream a little quicker tonight, guys. I've only been going for about an hour, and I think my doggo's barking, and it's already almost 7 o'clock my time. And I know I need to eat tonight, so I'm probably going to wrap this up, go in and eat. I hate to wrap it up early. I might come back and stream again in a little while. I don't know. I'm having, like, my streams are ADHD driven, guys. So a lot of you guys know that. Some of you guys don't because you're new. My streams are usually ADHD driven. Because I have bad ADHD and I just spent like 2 hours on uh Jerry stream. Plus, like I said, I've been fighting a bug. Uh I've been fighting a bug and it's got my brain fog going. My ADHD ain't helping. And spending like 2 hours on Jerry's stream and playing around with this, and now I hit burnout. And it's not to say I'm gonna stay that way, but um you know, my dog is barking and it's got me distracted. It sounds stupid, but if you have ADHD, you understand. Like, dog starts barking, brain gets distracted by the dog barking. Why is the dog barking? What's going on? Why? I'm trying to stream. He should know better. You know what I mean? Like, all those things that just run through your brain when you're suffering from, you know, stuff, you know. Putting off Clipper on your Ender 3v2. Yeah, dude, Clipper's installed at this point. You know what I mean? Like, Clipper is installed. It's just now the tweaking and tuning side. And we know that the motors are all moving at the proper speed, or at the proper, or in the proper speed. I still haven't tried to push plastic through it yet. I still got to get all the homing and all that fun stuff figured out, figure out why it's doing what it's doing. But that's the fun part for another stream. You know what I mean? Like we can do that and get it going. So Digital Dragon, that's called squirreling out. Yeah. I'm doing it pretty hard right now, man. My brain is like, I've got just nothing but pressure right here from this stupid bug. The Big Tree Tech, the E3v2. E3v2. Yep. So it's running an E3v2. It's got the TH3D Easy ABL on it. And it's actually running TH3D's Easy Pi, right? Is that what they call it? Yeah, the Easy Pi Octoprint kit, but I flashed mainsail on it, or yeah, I flashed mainsail OS on it. Oh man. So you got a 4-year-old with chicken pox, dude. Well, I wish you the best on that. Hopefully she has a speedy recovery. And the ADH, oh, look, a squirrel. Yes, Michael Cassell, you are correct, my man. You are correct. Got all kinds of crap on your YouTube, CNC, plasma, bamboo. Yep. Jack in the Shop is somebody who's got all kinds of shit on his channel, so definitely worth checking out. I've watched Jack's videos. I'm subbed to Jack's channel. As a matter of fact, I know I'm subbed to his channel. Give me a second. Jack in the Shop YouTube. Let's find Jack in the Shop's YouTube. Bam, there it is. Ready? Look, right screen. See? I'm subbed to the channel. Right there. Subbed. Jack's got all kinds of stuff, so go give Jack a follow. There you go. Jack subbed to my channel. Right, Jack? Oh yeah, the Pi is undervolted. Oh no, it's throttling because it's undervolted, guys. Ah well. But yeah, check out Jack's channel. Renegade Biker 24. Let me go find yours real quick too. Let's go find yours too. Renegade Biker 24. That's you. Yep, that's you. There we go. Oh, let's turn off the audio, but there you go. All right, Renegade Biker 24 got you followed as well. 56 years young, U.S. Navy vet from Arkansas. There you go. All right, my man. Sub has been given. You got 1,500 or 1,150 subs, man. Nice. Nice. I think I've got like 1,200 at the moment, like 1,300, right? Yeah, 1,325. So thank you guys for that. Every little bit helps, right? Every little bit helps. Small content creators don't grow by not getting subs, so gotta help. You're almost to me, man. But anyway, guys, I thank you for your time this evening. I know it's only been a little over an hour, and most of that was spent, babbling and doing clippery stuff. So thank you for paying attention to the silliness I was doing. I need a drink. My throat's about to... There we go. All right. I'm going to go, guys. You have more subs. Have long time. Yeah. Wi-Fi worked finally. Yes. I'm glad. Yeah, guys, but I'm going to take off. Thank you for coming hanging out for the hour. Like I said, I was on Jerry's stream for like 2 hours over there and was working on this over there on Jerry's stream, and I did an hour on my own. But yeah, you guys got connected to your home network. Nice. All right, guys, the usual routine. Stay out of trouble, stay out of jail, happy 3D printing and all those things, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. ring the bell for notifications because I might go live again later. I don't know. Mostly ADHD. So who knows? But I'll catch you guys all later. Thanks for coming hanging out.